way that I've described it to several people is I expect this to be my abroad experience. Most juniors at Kenyon go abroad. I didn't do that because of sports and other reasons that I decided against it. So I'm kind of taking this as my experience abroad, where I'll get to immerse myself in different cultures and travel a good amount and really have a great experience. And it's nice because rather than having it be part of my college experience, I get to do it on my own time and I get to be paid for it. So it's going to be pretty nice to being able to continue my football career as well. You know, it's going to be hard. I'm not afraid of flying per se, but in terms of handling international airports by myself, that's nothing I have experience with. My connection from Cleveland is to JFK in New York, and I've never been to New York, let alone to JFK. So that'll be interesting. There thankfully will not be a large language barrier, but I am excited to learn what German that I'll be able to pick up. So then I'll be able to speak to my brother-in-law and to Professor Kluge when I come back in German, because he bugs me every chance he gets about whether or not I've learned it yet. Really just it's a kind of a giddy excitement rather than a nervousness, and it's nice that that's the way it is. Well, I have never been outside of the continental U.S. This is going to be my second time on a plane, so this is quite an experience. But like I said earlier, my brother-in-law is actually German, so I've gotten a taste of the culture a little bit from talking to him. He came over from Berlin when he was 16 to play football. He's actually he plays for the West Virginia Mountaineers. And so I've talked to him a little bit about it. You know, I've had him try to translate a few things for me that I haven't understood. But other than that, I'm going into this pretty blind, and I'm excited about it. I think it'll be a lot of fun. I mean, I'm definitely excited to travel. Like I said, I've never been outside of the U.S., let alone to Europe. So I'm excited to do that. I'm excited to see where my brother-in-law grew up. Hopefully I'll be able to make my way to Berlin. I think I'll be able to. And I mean, I was talking to my teammate, and he was telling me, because he's had the experience playing in Austria, that there's time to travel. It's easy to travel within Europe. We were actually talking about maybe getting a trip to Ireland when we have 2 weeks off midway through the summer. Excuse me. So really, the traveling will be fun. I can't say that I'm not excited to experience life in a city with the things that go along with that as a young person in a city with life, the nightlife and whatnot. I don't think that will be a major problem, but I think it'll be interesting to experience. And I already have purchased concert tickets to my favorite band, Brand New, is playing in Osnabruck in August. And they announced the date 2 days ago, and I saw it, and I immediately bought the tickets. It was funny, so that's something I'm actually already looking forward to. Talking to guys that have had experience over there and my teammates that are already there that I will be playing with, it seems like it's kind of a rough and tumble, pick it up as you go type thing. The guys that I'm going to be playing with are they're professionals in other fields. So football is something that they do because they're passionate about it. They do have to make the cut of a tryout, but at the same time, this isn't something they've been doing for their entire lives like Americans have been doing. So the competition has been described to me as something that's akin to a Division III All-Star team at its best. But then at its worst, it's people who would never really get a chance to see even a high school field. But I'm really looking forward to good competition, because that's what it seems like it's going to be. Just from what I've heard about my teammates, from what I've heard about the other teams that we're going to be playing. So, and he's looking to get me involved immediately. Anytime they sign an American and put that. When they allocate their funds going in that way, they're going to utilize that. as much as they possibly can. So I know that I get there, and then I get there on a Tuesday, and then that Saturday is the first game. So I know that I might not be playing in that game, but after that, Mitch and I, his name's Mitch, discussed all of the possible things that I could be doing, throwing me in as soon as possible in as many ways as possible. I mean, similar to how I was used here at Kenyon, I kind of did everything that I could, and I think it was a benefit to myself and to the team. So hopefully I can bring that there as well.
Will you approach it as if, I'm ready to go?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, that's the only way to look at things. I hope that I do get a chance to maybe even go out and contribute on special teams if I can't do anything more. But I'll train for it and prepare for it as if I was going to play. But at the same time, just for the good of the team, I'm aware that it might not be the best idea to throw me in there blind. I want to benefit my teammates as much as possible, and I know that first game it might be on the sidelines, coaching guys up, fulfilling the role that they signed me for as a player and coach type of position. So, well, the good thing that I talked to Mitch about already was my ability to catch the ball out of the backfield and line up as a receiver. It's something that I did at Kenyon a lot. My sophomore year, I was all conference as a receiver rather than a running back, because I played a hybrid slot running back type position. And so that's something that I'm looking forward to being able to continue doing, especially because this past year I served as mostly the running back without so many responsibilities in the passing game. So I'm really excited for that. I think that I'll be able to bring that to the table, and then I'm looking forward to being able to contribute on special teams and maybe be able to tackle some guys again, because again I didn't really get to do that this past year because I had other responsibilities. So I'm just looking forward to being able to be all over the field. I think that that's how we're going to be utilizing me, and that's really what I enjoy doing. I hate going off the field, even if I'm exhausted and hurt, and I'm really looking forward to being a person that the team can really depend on, and can really put the team on my shoulders and be able to get some things accomplished. It looks like the playbook that I'm going to be using is going to be sort of a hybrid of the two offensive systems that I played in at Kenyon. A little bit of a spread, and then a little bit of an in-your-face smash mouth running attack. And so I'm actually really excited to have something that I'm comfortable with. From what I know about the team, it's a very close-knit group of guys. Immediately upon signing and being announced to the team, I had an inbox full of emails and Facebook messages welcoming me. It seems like it's a bunch of guys who are very, very excited to have the chance to play football. It seems like they're very open to learning about football and football culture, and it seems like something that they really immerse themselves in, which is surprising and very encouraging for such a niche culture within German culture. And I think it's something that we're going to see really expand there within the next few years, and I'm glad that I'm going to be able to be a part of that.